Joining me today is a Nashville-based independent artist who brings a big sound to the country scene straight from his small town roots. With his timeless draw and laid-back charm, which just talking to you so far before this interview, I can tell that he has it. This singer has perfected the art of a good time, which I know we will all be having in today's interview, as well as this upcoming Sunday, because the Adam Warner will be performing for the first time here in Georgia in Decatur at Eddie's Attic. Mr. Warner, thank you so much. From four albums and one EP later, and now you're joining us here at Fox 5. Thank you for being here with me.
Man, I appreciate y'all making time for me. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Now you got to let us know. I just mentioned this is your very first time
hmm
performing in the Peach State. You got to let us know what can our viewers look forward to regarding your show this weekend.
Man, I'm a high energy show, so I mean, I love, my music kind of comes from traditional country music and southern rock, so big guitar solos and lots of steel guitar, and it's just high energy. It's going to be a good time. If you like to party and you like to
Hello.
dance, let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, you are a husband and a father. I
Mhm.
have to know, how are you able to manage just your work-life balance? I know as journalists, we can struggle. So, what is
Mm.
it like as sometimes a traveling musician when you're traveling to other states to perform for us?
It's hard for sure. I mean, and not just music wise, since my baby's been here, I work part time during the day as well, plus write songs, plus play music. So, I mean, it's like literally the definition of burning your candle at both ends. But it definitely gets hard. I mean, being out on the road, I don't ever want to be a FaceTime dad. So I really try to work with my team and my manager to be like, okay, cool. Well, if we're going out for 2 weeks this week, then I want 2 weeks off to make up. So, and my little girl, she'll hold a grudge on me too. So if I'm gone for too long, she'll be excited when I walk in the door, but then she'll give me that look and put me in timeout for a little bit. So it's definitely I got to balance it to make it work for sure.
I love that. I love that she's gonna put you in check. I know that's right. We need our parents. So I love that that's
Absolutely.
something that you really prioritize. Now, I also want to touch base on the fact that you are a U.S. Marine Corps
hmm
veteran. Thank you for your service.
No, thank you. I appreciate that.
Course, but tell us, how do you feel like your time there has really just transformed you into the man and the artist that you are today?
The one thing I've learned in the music industry, and I'm been doing this professionally now for like 9.5 years, is you got to get real used to hearing the word no. So I always tell people when I get asked that question, just mental toughness is the big thing, and discipline to keep going, perfect your craft, the rehearsals, the songwriting. A lot of that comes from just being disciplined and sticking with it because you're going to hear a million no's before you get one yes. And I feel like a lot of people end up tossing the hat in, right before they get to that part. So I'm too stubborn to quit, so they're going to have to deal with me.
It's funny because I feel like you're answering my next question. I was going to mention how, you spent this time in the Marines, but you
Mhm,
still came home and you decided that, you know what, I'm going to pursue this country music career anyway. Tell
mhm.
me, what gave you that drive? I mean, maybe it was your time serving, but you kept going. What further advice maybe can you give to others who might be in a different profession at the moment, but they
Mhm.
still want to pursue other means?
And my situation was kind of wild because I've always been in music. I mean, I started my first band when I was like 13 years old, and then even in the Marine Corps, I was still writing songs. But I mean, it's another thing too. I tell people this all the time. They ask me that question, and I say, you don't get there's no rewind button. You got one life. So if you got a dream, you got to chase it. And you don't want to be sitting on the couch one day wondering what if. So, sometimes you just got to go for it. And that's what I would tell anybody. Like if you got a passion for it and you feel like this is your calling, God works in mysterious ways. You wouldn't be hearing that little voice if it wasn't, something that you felt like you were meant to do. So I always tell people, chase it, get after it. And it's going to take some time. So be patient. But you got to. You don't know what ifs. Like I said, there's no rewind.
Absolutely. No, I love that. I love to hear how, I mean, even you just bringing up your faith and incorporating that. I 100% agree. Absolutely. You got to keep going. You don't hear that voice for no reason. And clearly that's
Mm,
paid off for you. You listen to that voice and you are where you are today. You've worked with huge names in the country space. We've got Lee Bryce, Jamie Johnson, Jared Neiman, American Young, Midland. And I mean, the list just continues. What
mm.
is something special that you've learned from collaborating with any one of these artists or whoever else that you've collaborated with, period?
One of the things that I love too is working with people that are that good because then, when you're out by yourself, you're doing clubs and all this type of stuff, which is a part of it. You got to grind. Um, you think to yourself like, okay, I got this now.
Yes,
And then you get on a stage with one of those guys and you open for them, and then you watch their show and you're like, whew, okay. I got work to do.
of
So
course.
it'll humble you for sure, especially, people like Lee. I mean, that dude could pick up the phone book and start singing names and people are gonna, either cry or be happy. So I love that type of stuff. And I wouldn't even call it competition as much as just you learn. You got to be a sponge. Watch how they transition songs and see how they set up things. And one of the guys I learned the most from was touring with Trace Adkins. And I mean, it's just, from the time that he walks out from backstage to the time he leaves, he's got him in the palm of his hand. So as an artist, that's what you got to figure out. You got to have him hanging on every word, everything you say, and man, he was one of the best at it.
Yes, sir. Is there anybody else that you'd be interested in collaborating with in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm always down. I don't care. It don't even have to be a country person, like
Okay.
I just love music. And I've always said, a good song is a good song. Great songs are great songs. And sometimes another artist, even from another genre, can pull some stuff out of you that you didn't even realize that was there. So, I mean, I would collab with anybody. I think, I don't know the dude personally, but his personality when I see like interviews and stuff with him is Post Malone. I'm just like,
Okay.
I don't even care if we did a song together. It's just like I just would like to hang out with that dude for an hour he just seems like a cool dude. So uh
Yes.
that'd be an interesting matchup.
Great choice. I love when he crosses, different genres because he's been on
Yeah,
country music before. And so, no, I think he's a very versatile artist. So,
he is for sure.
very good
Yeah.
choice. Now, the next thing that I want to ask you about, you have had the honor of
Mhm.
performing at the Grand Ole Opry House. You got to tell
Man,
us about that experience. Oh my goodness. I mean, so many people. I mean, I know you've got plenty of Georgians, so I'm sure interested in country music and interested in visiting and, making that a profession themselves. What was it like just to have that experience, just getting that opportunity? How full circle, I bet, was that for you?
crazy. I mean, craziest experience that I've ever had, to be honest with you. I mean, first time honestly kind of just blacked out when I walked on stage. I was just like, I can't believe this is happening. But it really is like there's not a. I've done it a couple times, 5 times I think now. I've got to play there, and it never disappoints me of like the feeling like of overwhelmingness. Like I've been on stage in front of 5 people, and I've played in front of 12,000, and it's just I don't ever get nervous. Like it's just like I'm like, okay, let's go. This is my job. Let's do it. But every time I'm walking through those hallways, making my way to the stage there, I start getting those butterflies. I'm just like, it's crazy to think just the history that's in that building. It's just it really is a surreal moment just to think of all your heroes that have been on that stage before you, and now you're getting to do it. I mean, it really is. It's mind blowing.
No, yes, sir. You said something interesting. No nerves.
No
No nerves on
nerves.
a regular basis?
Nah.
What? I guess you say you're there to have fun. You chill, you
Yeah.
laid back. So I guess it makes
That's it.
sense. Oh man, I
Mhm.
wish I had that. Shoot. I'd like some of that. But to pivot a little bit, you have a highly anticipated single coming out
Mhm.
August 1st.
I
It's called
do.
Came Back Country. I did a little bit of digging, but I want to let you tell them what the
Yeah.
song really stems from, where the idea came from to begin with.
Yeah, so I was at my producer's studio with another friend of mine. His name's Daniel Dennis, my producer, and then Jeb Gibson is the other guy that was a co-writer on that song. And man, both those guys are great. But we were trying to write that day, and everybody was kind of throwing out ideas, and I was just, nobody was really landing on anything. And he had that title, Came Back Country. He's like, I've had this title forever. I just don't know where to go with it. I just think it's a cool title. And immediately, like when he said it, it hit me, and I was like, dude, I was like, you know how Nashville is just a crazy place now, especially downtown. I mean, yeah, I think we've even passed Las Vegas when it comes to bachelorette and bachelor parties. And
Wow.
it's so funny to me, because you go down there and you'll see these little bachelorette parties everywhere, and they come in, from all over the world, wherever they are. But man, within 24 hours, brand new cowboy boots. brand new cowboy hat. They got the jeans on. They got the whole 9 yards. So that's kind of what inspired the song. Was we call them woo girls down there because you just see them on the trailers and all you hear is woo the whole time. So that's kind of what it's about. It's like, not necessarily just like the bachelorette parties, but Nashville does have this thing about it to where it doesn't really matter where you're from. Um, you spend more than 24 hours in our town, you're probably going to go back country.
Oh, no, seriously, I feel like country, it's almost as if it's like in trend now. And it's like, oh, like
Hmm.
we've been doing this over here. What do you mean? No,
Right.
I love it. I'm like, let me go down to Nashville. I have a little bit of a Southern accent. I don't know how you
Mm,
can hear it, but I need
yeah.
my boots and my hat, so I need to come visit.
Let's
That's what needs
go.
to happen.
Absolutely.
Well, is there anything else that you'd like to tell us that I haven't mentioned? Maybe about your concert
Yeah.
more? I know you're having a full band, or
Mhm.
what else do you want to tell us?
No, yeah, there's a couple things. Like I said, looking forward to being at Eddie's Attic. First time I've ever got to play there, so super excited about that. So if y'all please come on out. I promise you, you will have a good time. I think you can get tickets pre-sale right now at eddie'sattic.com. And then after that, I believe we're going to Kansas City, Missouri, and then on to Bloomington, Illinois, and then Southeastern Illinois after that. And then yeah, I got a couple corporate things I'm doing, and who knows what'll come through the pipeline between now and then. But I did want to say, with my new single coming out, we actually just moved the release date back a week. So instead of August 1st, we're going to do August 8th. And
Okay.
partly of that is for to blame on me. I had a couple things I wanted to get done before we did that push, but I am looking forward to that song. It's a lot of fun.
Sure, that's all right. I'll just be sad for another week, but that's okay.
Fair
I'll
enough.
wait. I'll wait. Well, actually, going back to the fact that this is your first concert and your first time in Georgia, I
Mhm.
mean, do you have any expectations for the Georgia crowd? Are you looking for them to be really loud? Like, tell us how we need to prepare to give you the best time in the Peach State
Yeah.
performing.
I mean, I always feed off the crowd for sure. I mean, the higher the energy in the crowd, I feel like the higher energy I can give out. It's kind of the give and get type of thing. Because I know I put it all out there. I mean, every show I'm dead afterwards as far as that goes. I'm ready to go to bed. But I don't know. I just tell people, hey, show up ready to have a good time, whether that's you being loud, jumping around and dancing, or sitting on a stool somewhere with a drink in your hand. I promise you, I'll give you a good time. So. I am looking forward to seeing how it goes. It'll be fun either way.
That's right. All we got to do is show
That's
up
it.
and show out. Well, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Adam Warner.
Well, thank you.
Of course, Adam's full band show is this Sunday, July 20th, right here at Eddie's Attic in Decatur, Georgia, from 8 to 9:30 p.m. We hope to see you all there. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.